in the Redneck Garage. Well, we're continuing to work on the Honda Accord that was smashed in the front end, and here's a link to that playlist if you wanted to go back to the first video and watch them all. This is some parts that I got in. Let's take a look. I went ahead and painted my used battery tray that we got from the junkyard. That was one of the parts that we got. Got my new hood latch in. That's ready to go back on. And yesterday, let's see what we got. Yeah! New air box. The old one had gotten smacked and the rubber was ripped, so we can put our new air box in. So with this, the air box, the battery tray, hood blank, we can pretty much get the mechanical portions put back together. We'll slap those on, and for the mechanical portion that got damaged, that's pretty much it, besides the radiator condenser fan. So let's take a look at our progress so far. Alright, so the Honda's looking pretty good. I'm aggravated though because this is the wrong bumper cover. This is for a coupe, and the sedan's different. I've found that a lot of these parts on this stupid Honda, the difference between the coupe and the sedan are different. Now, who would have thought that the front fenders would be different, and the bumper cover is different, and the hood is different. Everything's different on this car, and I would have assumed that everything's pretty much the same. So that's aggravating as crap. So I ordered the other one. I guess I'll be putting these things on a freaking Craigslist, but everything else is going fairly well. Get that hood in. We'll see. Oh my gosh, everybody's been here today. United States Postal Service, UPS, FedEx Home, and another UPS truck. I don't know why they didn't do it on one truck, but now I'm going to be opening boxes and seeing what we got, but I can tell you that that is the hood. Also got some base coat paint in today. Kind of a nondescript can. Illegally shipped. I'll use it. Alright, we got a hood. Out here with Ethan. See if we can get it out of this box. It's got one ding right here, I can see it. But other than that, it's in good shape, so I consider that a success. Alright, so that looks good. That looks like the right hood. So what do you think the next step is? Yeah, that's right, paint it. Got to paint that. We got to paint the radiator core support, all that crap on the front. So I'm going to take this other fender off. I just kind of set up there, and then we'll get that prepped and we'll shoot some base clear on all the parts that we repaired. I'm not too worried about this. I'm just getting some silver on it before we put it on. Alright, so I'm going to do a clear coat on the hood. It looks really good. It's not real critical when you're doing the inside cut-ins, but I'm going ahead and doing base clear because I'm doing base clear and everything else. And I'm using Speedo Line Clear. It's a very inexpensive clear. I'll put a link down below, and it's actually performed really, really well for what I've been using it for. If you're doing stuff like, especially like cutting in stuff, don't use a super expensive clear. Use something inexpensive. But I've painted whole cars with this, and it actually turned out really well. So I'm going to shoot some clear on this, and we just let it dry, and then we can fit it to the car. I'm using my FX 3000 gun, sharp. Man, this thing is awesome. It's got a 1.3 inch tip. People ask me that all the time. I'll put a link below for it too. For a $100 gun, this thing is amazing, and I swear by it. So that's what I'm using. All right, man, for a cheap clear, that looks freaking awesome. It really did gloss out nicely. Now the center portion I'm not too worried about. I got paint on it, but I'll show you why I don't care about the middle. The insulation from the hood goes over the middle, so I was really worried about just the edges and the front portion there. This hood doesn't look nearly as nice as the hood that we just painted. And I got the front radiator support painted, so it's silver. We can go ahead and start putting our hood latch on, all that other garbage. I got new hood hinges. It is ready to start going back together. That looks freaking awesome. What do you think? Huh? Thumbs up?
Great.
Thumbs up. Okay, got a new hood latch in today. Put the cooler back on. We kept all our old parts because there's still a bunch of clips and stuff still attached to them, and we'll be pulling clips off and bolts and junk like that. Look at here, look at here. Starting to look like a car again, huh? I fitted the hood last night, and the only damage to it was this little ding right here in the back corner, so we'll straighten that up a little bit, put a little Bondo on that, and that'll be done. Everything else looks great on it, and you can see that it's painted underneath. Starting to look better. We're going to put the battery box in. We're going to put the air box in, the battery box, and then we can pretty much start fitting the condenser, radiator, cooling fans, all that stuff. Looking good. Put the fenders back on it. Alright, so that's another long day. I got the hood on. We'll be starting to fit the fenders on, get the new bumper cover, which is the correct one. Man, this is driving me insane. So we're making a lot of progress on that. Keep watching. We got another Redneck Garage building, which is really redneck, that's coming up that we're going to be putting together, which I think will be pretty cool. So we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm Dave from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.